All right, guys, welcome back to another Dokkan Battle video. I am joined here with one of the besties, Saint Lethality, and we're going to be discussing every single Dokkan Fest or LR character that was released in 2024. It was a big year. It was a big year for Dokkan. There was a lot of I feel like this is one of, I don't know about you, but I feel like this is probably the best year for Dokkan in terms of like passives and all that stuff, because I feel like a lot of 2023 and 2022 characters aged out a little bit faster than I preferred, you know. Like
Yeah,
like Raditz. like
I
all the
mean, to be fair, 2022, the early half was kind of really bad until Vegeta and Trunks.
yeah, like I don't like we went from a lot of these characters where we're like, just please have dodge, damage reduction, or guard, to now like every character
These have
has
all
at
three.
least one of those. Yeah, to one or even multiple. Like Goriel, for example, he has dodge and support. And then the other one time Goku has dodge, damage reduction. You know, like a lot of these characters now have just like a mixture of at least one of those things, right? So
Yeah,
I would say it's starting off strong. Starting off strong for sure. Or at least it looks like it's gonna start off strong. I always forget that the diamond characters didn't release in this year. it feels like it doesn't feel like they were last year release. I don't know. But anyways, we can go ahead and start off with the anniversary. I didn't put it in order, but it started off with Gogeta and Broly, and then Gammas and Beast Gohan. Now I think the anniversary did like an extremely well job of setting up everything, because like each character here you could take into an event still, and they would still dominate. You know, like you could still take Gogeta, you could still take Broly, you could still take Gammas and Beast Gohan, and they would still dominate even after all this time. And they're on JP, at least in like less than 30 days. It's going to be 1 year since they've been out, and I feel like a lot of these times with like 50 years and 60 years that you can't even make the argument of them being top 10 anymore, on release at least. And then now we have like characters like I was just saying, like Beast Gohan, who could easily be argued still for top 10, you know. So I think
still be
that
top one.
yeah, yeah, you can, I could probably look up like Dokkan tier list, and there's at least one person who has Beast Gohan at 1, right?
I don't agree, but I mean, it's arguable. You could argue it.
Yeah, for sure. I probably wouldn't personally agree, because I'm a big Gogeta stan, but I
Probably.
could see the
You both
argument.
have God Goku at one.
Um, no, I can't. I gotta be humble with God Goku. I can't, because then anytime I gas up God Goku, then it's gonna be obvious, you know. Like I have to wait until he does something good. But yeah, we went from like the strongest starts, immediately into like I would say a pretty bad 4 releases. Well, I wouldn't say like all of them were bad. I would just say that like Frieza was like a unit who dropped and then like had no help ever, you know. Ginyu was kind of the same thing, where like he had his team that he dropped with Topo on. But like, I'm gonna be honest, Topo's banner wasn't like, you know, like anything amazing. So like for someone to both summon on the Topo and, you know, Ginyu's banner was probably a little bit out of the ordinary. And then right after we have Vegeta, right? Like, so it's like I don't know, like the other thing too is that like no one knows how to build Topo correctly. They all just went like full crit on this character who has like guaranteed once he transforms, right? So I don't even know if I want to say that's the fault of Dokkan, but like, because we have to deal with friend leaders and stuff, you know, it does make it where like this character probably is better, but people hold him back, I guess. But
Yeah,
overall, I would say this period was probably one of the worst ones out of like all the characters we're about to talk about. Like out of this entire year, this one is probably the worst, I would say. Actually, physical Rose is like right there.
Physical Rose. I was looking at Physical Rose the whole time when you're saying that.
Yeah. Because at least, no, I still gotta say that first form Frieza was worse, not because Physical Rose was outright better than first form Frieza, but just because of the fact that first form Frieza didn't have a single help. For Physical Rose had Cell Max, you had S tier Kefla, the Universe 6 EZAs, that eventually dropped, but first form Frieza had nothing. The entire year, there was not a single thing that helped him out since his release, you know? So, like, even the character who should have helped him out, which was Ginyu, was locked on a team. Yeah, was locked on a team that didn't even go with first form Frieza. So it's like, you know, I don't know. For me personally, this is the worst 4 releases out of all of the releases, which is saying something because Vegeta and Toppo are still. What's up?
You haven't really talked about Vegeta much at all. You've just been shitting on Frieza and Ginyu the whole time.
To be fair, I don't think there's gonna be another month that has, or not another month, but another time period that has had like. But we'll get to that. Maybe you're right. I should hold off. But yeah, I don't know what's your thoughts and opinions on this time period.
Let's start with Frieza. First of all, the order's wrong. Second of all,
no.
Yeah. Why is Vegeta the 4th one? He should be the 2nd one. So what's Ginyu and Vegeta's places on there?
Oh yeah, that's true. My bad. It's still the release. It's still the release. It's still general release. It still counts.
Yeah, but...
it still counts.
Okay, well, first of all, Frieza, no help, nothing really. Yeah, Ginyu, sorry for the F-bomb. Ginyu, terrible release. I don't care. My least favorite release of 2024. That's new, not an easy A. Toppo, he was good, but like, no one pulled him.
Yeah. I don't want to pull for Toppo. Even the banners that he came back on, weren't those like banners you were supposed to skip as well? Like I swore that every single banner Toppo was back was just like a banner you weren't supposed to touch. Not because Toppo was on it, but just because the banner itself was bad.
Because Toppo was on it, yeah. Just because Toppo was on it.
Yeah.
We don't like Toppo. We hate Toppo.
So true. Tech Vegeta was nice though. While I don't like how he is in short events, obviously, because of the fact that he just dominates in a lot of these longer events, I think he was a good release. Not only that, but AGL King Vegeta is like bread and butter with Vegeta, right? He is probably one of the best banner and side banner unit combination units ever in terms of like how well the side banner unit worked with the main banner unit, you know? So I think Vegeta gets bonus points for that one just because of the side banner unit who dropped with him.
Yeah.
And then we get to AGL Ultimate Gohan, and then, you know, Super Saiyan 3 Goku in Fappo.
Golden Week.
Physical Rose. Yeah, Golden Week. Honestly, I'm a big down player of AGL Ultimate Gohan, even though I pulled him like 2 or 3 times on his initial banner, and then like 3 other times on his return banners. And the thing is that a lot of these characters, though, even with me hating like AGL Ultimate Gohan here, and especially Physical Rose, they still had like their time periods where they definitely could have like their highs for sure. Like if Physical Rose popped the 22 million attack stat after doing like 6 attacks, you know, and getting all those rainbow orbs, it definitely was pretty nice. However, I don't really like that the fact that Global had him release, and then JP had the fix first, and it was just so dumb. We did get the Universe 6 EZAs first though, so take that, JP players. But you know what you did. You know what you did. But Golden Week was awesome. I think Golden Week.
I didn't do nothing.
I think Golden Week has had like a really good track record so far, like, or at least in the past two, right? Because Golden Week was also World Tournament Goku, and it was World Tournament Goku and
Ghost.
Inma Junior, right? That was last year? Yeah.
Yeah, and Bulma for part
And
two.
Bulma, yeah. Can't compare
You know what
Bulma to
Bulma's like
Ultron.
right now.
Yeah, exactly. So
Ultron.
but it's crazy that we went from like Golden Week last year, where the units were like unaging, right? Because Junior literally just killed everything. And then you had the giant form, the active skill, and then World Tournament Goku is just able to tank everything. Has the revive with one of the worst conditions, but still post revive he was still doing really good. And then you go to over here where AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku is basically unkillable for his first 2 to 3 appearances, and then has the active skill to protect him. And then in Fapu, is also just invincible, and then has the Ghost Usher, and then has the revive at all times. So, like, to go from like a 9 out of 10 Golden Week to like a 10 out of 10 Golden Week I would even say 9.5, just because, like I said, Age Ultimate Gone probably could have been a little bit better, but this is still one of the better, I would say, time periods, just because, like, Age Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Infapu just came back, and I would still recommend the, like, potentially coining your first copy if you already have enough. just because they're just that usable and have so many categories that like with missions and stuff, like, they're that good, you know. So
Well, keep in mind, Goku is still restricted to like Buu Saga.
yeah, I guess that's the
Buu
only
Saga's not
thing.
that good. I can't. Yeah.
That's probably the only. I would say that is a pretty bad thing if we didn't just get Gotenks. Infapu wasn't as good as he was, and didn't work on the same teams as Super Saiyan 3 Goku. You know, we'll probably get Majin Buu Saga buffs later on too, and Super Saiyan 3 Goku will still be as good.
Yeah. I mean, we know the EZAs for Physical Kid Buu, SDR Kid Buu, and Physical Super Saiyan 3 Goku are coming soon.
Yeah, and then we just got the Tech Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta and Super Saiyan 2 Goku, who need Majin Buu Saga. AGL Goku needs Majin Buu Saga, so they work pretty well. yeah, and it's Super Saiyan 3 Goku for Anniversary, of course. But overall, I like this time period, except for probably Physical Rose, because I was a big coper for Physical Rose. I won't lie.
Of course you were. Of course you were.
Listen, we had the one thing above JP players, so I have to gas it up no matter what until JP gets it, and then I'm like, actually, this unit was awful.
The one thing above JP players?
Yeah, well,
I think you have a lot over JP players.
well, I meant more so like releases, right? Because like that every other unit that was on global was already on JP for like 6 months, apart from dual release banners, of course. Man.
You had tech hit early though. Tech hit.
Yeah, like
tech
3
tech shit.
like 4 or 5 years ago. But yeah,
Tech
oh,
hit. No.
yeah. But yeah, I would give this one a thumbs up. I like this. Now we go over to Jiren and UI Goku and Cell Max and Roshi. This is, I'm gonna be honest, this is like the funniest lineup ever though, because you have Cell Max, one of the final bosses of Superhero, then you have UI Goku versus Jiren, and then Master Roshi's here. It was like everything super related, and then also Roshi.
My internet is dying.
Oh. Did you need me to pause real quick?
I think it's fine now. I don't know.
All right, I'll go ahead and start talking about the units here at least. Cell Max, he was a good release. I think that there's still some stuff that definitely needed work. Like, I don't know why they keep coming out with all these releases and making it where the unit needs to take damage, but they kind of suck defensively turn 1. Like Cell Max sucks turn 1. Well, Tournament Goku sucked turn 1. A lot of these characters that need to get hit to build up their defense just need so many hits, and it's just like, why do you make it where it's almost impossible to get all of the hits on without getting super attacked, and then you just lose. and it happens so many times too. But at least he had the active skill, which made him literally invincible, as well as giving him the target all mechanic, seeing a return. That was pretty cool. Tech UI Goku also having it where he's able to have the dodge nullification, so that way you can't have an event that only hits you, you know. Like I like stuff like that because it means as much as people hate on Tech UI Goku and his damage in terms of super attacks, but his counters are always pretty good, he still has that powerful ability and something that we haven't really seen again, you know. So I think that gives it a lot of value for sure. But a lot of this whole time period, I feel like it's just like all of these characters are really, really strong. It's just that there's one thing that holds them back. Like Tech UI Goku, for example, has it where his base form is pretty bad. Jiren has it where his base form is pretty bad. Master Roshi has like all of these restrictions, but like and Cell Max has it where he needs to get hit a whole bunch of times to build up defensively out of all things. But like if you're able to get them the conditions that they need, I think that they can definitely be extremely good. And as much as I downplay Jiren, he could definitely still be pretty amazing in just his standby. But
his standby is the one redeeming quality.
Yeah. And I would say his first turn post transformation, even though they like tried making him as all of the Universe 11 team does not work in Slot 1. I've said this repeatedly, and they tried making him a character that probably could go in Slot 1, but the only event that he could do that in is go Frieza, because I literally took him in and transformed him and then went against Janemba and he died. He died before super attack, and it's crazy because they like again it's just like none of the Universe 11 team can go Slot 1, but I guess they expect you to run them on a Universe Survival Saga team and then put like Tech UI, HLM UI, and all the UI Gokus in Slot 1 and just pray that you dodge. It's just, I don't know, I just found it silly that he can go into Slot 1 and then he can't go into Slot 1 anymore, basically. But yeah, that's my thoughts. What about you?
My thoughts here, Cell Max, very strong on release. He has fallen off a little bit now, but the getting hits very stupid.
Yeah,
I think that should stop existing.
I
think, like, why would you get hit defense?
Sorry. Yeah, I gotta say the other main thing that I don't like about Cell Max is just the fact that he wants to go on movie bosses, right? Like that's literally one of his restrictions is that he can go on movie bosses, super bosses, or android or artificial life forms, not androids. But his active skill doesn't count movie bosses, and they knew because literally Worldwide Celebration was right afterwards, right? So why would they drop him?
Movie bosses.
And then to be like, actually, active skill can't be used unless it's turn 6 plus. The 4 turn one. Oh, you're gonna have to be using super bosses. The team that will be dead after this celebration.
It was dead in It is dead after that celebration. Go Frieza kill that team.
Yeah, it's Then we go over to Worldwide Celebration. Honestly, one of the best ones. I liked the pity throughout like part 1 and part 2. Well, and you know, just like throughout the entire celebration.
Welcome back.
I wish that. Well, it's obvious why they didn't tell us ahead of time. You know, like, oh, you can, if you spend enough stones and you saved up enough stones, you can coin any of the major 4 releases. Like it's obvious why they didn't want to tell people that, because they just want people to spend money. Because what was it? You had to have like 2,500 stones you used on all 4 banners total. and they only give you like roughly 1,000 stones or something. So like, it, I don't know. It left a little bad taste in my mouth. It'll be better over time, kind of like how carnivals were better over time as time went on. But uh, it's a good mechanic that I guess hurt people in the moment, but it'll be better later on.
Yeah.
And obviously, all 4 of these units were amazing. Like Tech Broly can still extremely well be used. If you're using the Super Saiyans, they have an insane potential, you know, and the insane support. STR Gohan has one of the strongest damage dealing standby, and then in Broly is like practically unkillable for almost the entire fight if you're using him correctly with his active skill and domain and revive and all of these things. Like, this whole celebration was nothing but bangers, and all 4 releases were designed in such an extremely well way that I don't really
extremely well. In Broly isn't really that well.
Oh, okay. Well, other than the restrictions of, well, yeah, I would say other than the restrictions
He's
of Broly.
strong.
Yeah. Maybe
He's strong,
the
he's
only
still...
the only gripe that I will have, other than like, you know, the restrictions of them making it where like he had one of the best leader skills and then, you know, not being able to work on almost all of them unless he has his specific setup. Super Saiyan Trio having one of the better standbys and then having the standby like that could protect them, only to have it where it's like you can't ever use it because you're going to be standbying Gohan, you know. That's probably the only one, is that the fact that they clashed both standbys, and it's still an issue that you can't have multiple standby units despite the first standbys being both able to standby. They were just like, we're never doing that again. Everyone will have the same restriction for whatever reason. It's just, I don't know. It was just so silly that like 8th year was the only year that were like, okay, well you can have multiple. No, not.
Made it different standbys.
Yeah. But again, overall, I think this is easily one of the better worldwide celebrations, despite what people were saying at the time. You know, I really like this. Yeah. But man.
Go back up for a second. I got something about worldwide I gotta say. Okay. I noticed. Where's Bio Broly? He's a major release. He's the biggest release of the year. He should have had his own page here. Bio Broly. That's what.
He wasn't summonable.
Yes, he was. He was. No, I don't care. Make a tweet
Here,
right now.
Can you give me the image and I'll just comment it under it.
Like it's on Discord, the Bio Broly.
Yeah, just an image of I. Just on Discord, and then I'll add it like right here.
Because you know, Bio Broly is the biggest release.
Yeah, and then
in the history.
And then on top of that, we can even talk about that too. Bio Broly was an insanely good LR, who I think he's basically on the verge of being timeless, just because of the fact that like if you can get him past turn 1, right, he is just unkillable because you have the active skill, you have the damage reduction buildup, and you have the fact that he's healing the team. You have he might not be doing damage, but he's like just unkillable. He's so good. Look at him.
He's beautiful.
Yeah.
And he could still super easy it. Okay, back up to the...
Yeah, he could still super easy it. That's true. Hold on. I think I have to click on this one. Let me just scroll down. Okay. This is
already made, but
yeah.
At least it's there.
Yes, it's in the.
Let's talk about this crew. Let's talk about this crew.
Yeah. I guess we could say that this one wasn't the worst one. I would probably say this one was the worst one. You know, I'm gonna pause real quick just so that way I could show something. Okay, so they dropped Vegeta, and then they dropped Gohan, and then Slug, right? The Slug was like one of the only good releases, and then they were like, yeah, let's just do his leader skill, but like 30,000 times better. Because we went from Slug, who was like, oh, I lead movie bosses and human deeds and demonic power, and I also need 3 demonic power category allies on the team, but you can't make him. Where is it? Where's his domain? Did they talk about that right here?
There.
Oh, you can't make it super class, or else they'll take more damage. And also, if they're Earthbred category, Beast Gohan, I'm gonna take 25% more damage, because I'm a big hater. Yeah, he's like, if you're not green, get out of here, brother. So like, and it's Slug isn't even bad, right? Like he's still really good, you know, having it where he's recovering HP, having it where he's also doing the support as well, as long as the domain is active. His domain itself is actually pretty good, of 15% attack and defense to demonic power allies. He's raising attack and defense here, you know, he's pretty unkillable. Like I haven't really seen any videos of him on Glorio's team, but I wouldn't be surprised if like Slug is just dominant in slot 1 and slot 2 with Glorio, right? But the thing is that, like I said, Glorio isn't making the team worse, especially Beast Gohan. He's not making Beast Gohan look worse. If anything, he's making him look better, just because of the support in slot 3. So it's I don't know. For that, it leaves a little bit of a
Glorio section.
Yeah, for me, it leaves a little bit of a worse taste in my mouth. Just for his release, which was the only, like, or probably the best one here. Like, the one who's going to age the best here is just going to be Slug. And Slug immediately got replaced. Immediately. Frame 1 got replaced by somebody who was like 20 times better than him.
30 times. 40,
Yeah.
50, 60, 70.
Yeah, 70,
arguable number 1.
Better. Yeah, arguable number 1 versus guy who wasn't even arguable number 2 at the time. Because in fact, when Super Saiyan 3 Goku just were much better, right? I would say this is one of the better hero batches, though. You know, just the fact that we only had 5 units on the banner, 5 brand new units that you get a brand new one every single summon. Goku himself was pretty good. Only thing I don't like is the for Goku again is just the fact that literally 20,000 teases of physical Rose is coming back. There's a crossover banner unit who's coming back soon. This is gonna happen. We're gonna be doing all of this for Goku in the future. And then they were like, "Psych, we got you. We got you good." We didn't actually do that.
Well, okay, so hello everyone. Okay, back here. What I was saying, Mike. Well, who were the characters that were coming back?
They said Physical Rose was coming back, and then they were like, also another crossover unit will be coming back. Or they said something. I could probably pull it up. I'll pause again. But yeah, they were. That's like right here. Characters in the crossover category will also appear in future Gotchas. And then it was in the actual. Well, no, this is the EZA banner, and then they said it during the actual banner itself too. Let me see. It's right here, right?
Where is this damn banner? Oh, there it is.
And then I think this one showed it at the bottom. Maybe it said at the top.
Well, also, no. I think it's only on the ETA one.
I should have probably just pulled it up on the English side.
You probably should have.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, so
we're at Golden Week. We're doing good. We're doing good. either way, they specifically said, "Oh, we're gonna be bringing some crossover units back," and then everyone, including myself, was thinking, "Oh, so that means a crossover Dokkan Fest is gonna drop." So that way that like Goku's restriction, Mister, I need a character who's on crossover. I need 3 or more characters who are on crossover. Does not get the help, They said it somewhere right here though.
Where characters who belong to the crossover category will also be available in the summon event that is scheduled to become near in the near future. Now, I actually have a theory on what that is.
Well, wouldn't it just have been Android 21 that just came back right now?
It's Android 21. It's the Android 21. That's what they were referring to.
They were referring. They knew that far ahead in time because all the way down here, was it this one? No, I think it was step 3, step 4.
Step 3.
Right here.
Step 4. What the fuck is
including
there it is.
Android 21. It was step 4. You're right. Which is weird because why didn't they not put literally every single other image is here on all of the other steps except for 21.
It's probably just,
they just put it
crossover thing. It's probably just crossover thing that's weird with rights. Which is weird. Android 21 was never really that much of an issue with the games. I mean, Legends has never brought back the free one back, so I don't know. 21's weird.
Or Kakarot Goku. But yeah,
that one's even weirder. That's Goku. At least 21 is a new character. We're talking about Legends now. Never mind. That's my channel. Never mind.
That's so true. Go check out Legends channel. Yes.
Come to my channel. We're gonna do this again. We're gonna talk about Dragon Ball Legends.
No.
Before releases. Yeah, I want to make a thread right now. Actually.
Oh. Okay. But yeah, Slug came out, and then like I said, in the future, he just got kind of replaced. And it was literally less than 3 releases later that he got replaced. Vegeta bad. You need a lot of dupes in him for him to be good. I've seen so many people who was it? Like Future Dokkan, for example, who were gassing this guy up, saying that he has the dodge potential. He has it where he could actually pop decent active skills and all that, or not active skills, but he can do decent damage after having all of the super attack effects stack and all that. But it's just he's so dupe. I have him at 55%. He is so dupe reliant. It is actually crazy. And his banner sucks because he was the main unit. So every other character that was also bad was just not worth it. Then this guy comes out, has no help. AGL nail drops, doesn't work with this guy. So it's only recently did they fix him, right? And I was I don't know, this might actually have been the worst month. The restrictions on this character are so stupid. And then you get to Piccolo and then it's actually goated. I don't know.
Pickle goat?
Yeah, Pickle goat.
Always.
Yeah. And then this guy Slug literally made Gohan unusable because of the fact that he's making him take 25% more damage. You can't even use if you wanted to use the Namekian's team of AGL Nail, STR Slug, and then Tech Gohan and Piccolo, you just couldn't because Slug just made it worse. He made it worse.
He's evil.
Yeah, I should have thought about that. Yeah, he's a villain. He's a bad guy. But then we had one of the best year enders, I would say. We had Buhan, who's definitely going to age extremely well just because of how high his damage destruction is at the guard, the dodge, the domain.
Until they meet
soon as
Kid Buu with the domain.
Yeah, maybe he will survive long enough that Kid Buu can be dropped. Just kidding, that will never happen. Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks probably should have been Kid Buu, but he's still honestly an awesome LR. I don't regret summoning because he just does he's insane, right? And then Daima Goku and Glorio, literally number 1 and number 2 in the game. Goku's getting slanted to hell and back, but he's still insanely good. And then Glorio,
Everyone
Literally
knows
the best
Gloria.
unit. Yeah, literally just the best unit of all time, maybe.
Uh,
Better than S tier Gogeta. And even though I didn't play during that time
oh,
period.
I didn't play either. I was a bit after.
Yeah. So,
Best unit in my timeline is
checkmate.
Beast Gohan still.
Yeah.
It's still Beast. Because
You would still
Glorio is
say it's
great.
Beast Gohan?
I mean, the thing is, 2023 was so bad that when Beast Gohan came out and was gapping the game, it's a lot different than when Glorio was being Glorio. Because there's still very good units around Glorio.
In defense of Glorio, right? No one does it like him. His okay,
That's
let's
not really too good defense.
okay. He does everything Beast Gohan does, but just a little bit better, in my opinion. Because
Okay,
one of
now,
like on
what is
top on
Glorio's
top. Hold
target
on,
mechanic? No,
hold on.
no.
No. I was just about to talk about that.
Okay,
Beast
fine.
Gohan has the target mechanic, right? And Beast Gohan protects the entire rotation for one turn, and it
That's pretty
still
good.
does die to AOE's. The units that you bring can still die to AOE's. So the target mechanic can still get countered in that way, right? Meanwhile, Glorio is not only locking down slot 3 for the rest of time, having an 80% chance to dodge or a 20% chance to take 0 damage regardless from any attack ever, right? But he's also giving 50% attack and defense support. Permanent. Because you could just run him in slot 3 forever, and he's making everyone look 50% better. So rather than protecting it for one rotation, he's boosting everyone for all of time. And he wants to work in that slot anyways. His best slot is the slot where he supports. So that's I don't know if I would personally put Glorio over Beast Gohan, but if I had to see, if I saw someone say that they think that Glorio is number 1 and they beat Beast Gohan, I'm not going to argue with them. Because I think that he does it pretty good.
Is very strong. Like, he's definitely the best TUR. Like, Super Easy Beerus is terrible in comparison to Glorio, but
Sure.
yeah.
We had beers come out where people like the truth, right? We're saying like he's a mistake. Don't ever expect this from a TUR ever again. And then Glorio drops.
You say TUR like Easy A TUR.
Well, I think he said easy a TUR, but even still, I would say that a lot of people thought of like that as just TURs as well, you know.
Yeah,
I don't know. Glorio is good, and he's not only an individually good unit, but he's also a unit who helps everyone else out, you know. And you don't even have to run him in slot 3. You could run him in slot 2 forever, and it doesn't matter either.
You should put him in slot 1.
Oh my god. Yeah, you're like, but Beast Gohan can work in slot 1. Glorio can't.
Yeah.
Argument over.
Yeah. Argument over.
Damn, you got me.
Super Saiyan 3 Goku's better. He can go in slot 1 for the first 3 turns.
Then Diamond Goku would be better because he can work in slot 1 for the first turn as well.
Diamond Goku's better too, yeah.
Damn.
Glorio is actually the worst unit ever released.
Did you pull him?
You saw it.
No, I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know if it was on your main account though, because I know that you said it was on your.
Oh no, I'm not pulling for anything on the main account.
Oh.
Until 10th anniversary Super Vegeta.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I think this is easily one of the strongest year enders, if you will. There's every single release. If you pulled and you got one, what's up?
I was saying, could this just be the best year ender? Like, I'm thinking about it. 2021 was, I know the Carnival. Who was the Carnival 2021? Not Carnival. There wasn't Carnival. It was Fuji Gohan and Trunks.
Right.
They were the LR. And who was the Dokkan Fest? Like 17, 18? That's pretty good. And Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Kid Buu. They were also really good. They aged out fast because who expected 7th anniversary to kill every single unit in the game?
No. I think on top of that, right? Like you look at these characters and every single one, the only person I'm a little bit worried about is just Goku. And the reason why is because he does not work as a floater. Even the Glorious, like, just is the floater, right? Like, he's always going to be the floater. Goku cannot be a floater because he will have a 50% chance to die permanently.
And that's no good.
Yeah. Yeah, like, he can work in slot 1 and
that
slot
was a weird
2,
choice.
but, like, yeah, I don't know why they didn't give him, like, I don't know,
He should
like,
just had 70% permanently.
I
And
think
20% in slot 1.
I think you know what would have been good, taking away the dodge in slot 3, but giving him back the damage reduction. Like, oh, he has 30% extra damage reduction in slot 3, or 30 or 20% dodge in slot 1 and slot 2, right? I think that's what it is. Yeah, So giving him damage reduction, taking away the dodge, I think would have been a nice trade-off for sure. But either way, like, dude, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is anytime there is a beam super, you take Gotenks because he just takes it for 99% damage reduction, right? Meanwhile, we have other releases at Super Saiyan Trio. They died in like 6 months. It was so easy to see that they were gonna die because all they had was 30% damage reduction. Who's another release? S Tier Carnival Goku. Like, he had similar defense numbers to like Birdku. And all he was doing extra was supporting. And it's just like when you compare those releases to like Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, to Goryo and Daima Goku, who might honestly live whatever 10th year power creep. Goryo's living 10th year power creep. Daima Goku is most likely living 10th year power creep. Literally, as long as you're able to get above like 6 or 7 orbs, this guy's living the 10th year anniversary power creep. But we were honestly hesitant in the past to know if they were. Like, this is the only year where we know these 4 characters are living it. It doesn't matter. They can have a 9 million super, and these characters will probably live. You know? And that's the only case that you could say that. Overall, though, I think that you could just solidify this as probably the best year of Dokkan. In terms of unit releases and how good they're going to age. Yeah. The only thing, though, is that there obviously was some lows for sure of like physical Rose, Frieza,
Ginyu.
Yeah, Ginyu honestly was the worst LR of this year. And that's saying something because he's not even bad. Like if you yes, the worst premium LR. He's not even like bad by any standards. His restrictions were just so wonky. Like, if he didn't have any of the restrictions, he had everything that he had in his kit for free, he could probably still have been a usable LR, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because then you could have just ran him on first run Fruits team.
Please.
Yeah. Anyways, Ginyu and first run Fruits get the L of the year. That's my and then Goryo and Beast Gohan get the W's of the year.
And Tech Broly.
Yeah.
Tech Broly deserves to be in the.
You mean physical bio Broly, right?
He wasn't on this list.
He's the W free to play LR of the year.
Retweet him for no reason. Just retweet by a Broly.
Hold on, where is he?
He'll be under the worldwide.
There we go.
I'm forcing you to retweet stuff now.
Yes.
I didn't make a Legends thread, by the way. We're not doing Legends. I lied.
But yeah, that's I don't. What's your closing thoughts?
My closing thoughts are this year was very good for Dokkan Battle. A lot of improvements, even outside of like just the units. Like pities on regular Dokkan Fest banners now. Not like the main ones, like the big ones, but still, it's very good improvements.
Yeah, like
there's a very big year for Dokkan. Like Buhan, he had it.
Right. And not only that, but if like Saiyan Day, for example, has pity, I think that could definitely be pretty good. I wouldn't be surprised if Saiyan Day from this point on has pity, right? And then these other banners as well. While Master Roshi didn't have it on JP, it was on Global. While AGL Vegeta sucks if he was a good Dokkan Fest. Like Slug had it, Buhan had it, And
Wuhan is the one who really matters who had it.
yeah, exactly. Like if you're a big Buhan fan and you got pity, you got the pity for what was it, like 700 stones or something on average, as long as you just keep pulling copies of units that you already have rainbowed. As long as you're a character or a creator, I almost said creator. As long as you're a person,
if you're a creator, it's perfectly fine.
yeah, exactly. If you're a person who rainbows every single unit when you can, and you're not like a person like me who just saves up a whole bunch of these SSRs, right? If you're just like an actual person who rainbows these units that like these side banner units, you could like easily pull either the unit or you just pity them and like an insanely small amount of stones. Like the wall is so low, you know. So that I would say, yeah, it's an insane year of Dokkan for that, and we didn't even think we were going to get pity. And again, while it sucks here, you know, in the future we can get pity on these banners too. And then guess what? Now we know for a fact. Okay, I'm gonna summon on part 1, and I'm adding pull Super Saiyan Trio. Okay, well I'm gonna continue summoning on Gohan, and I'm gonna summon on part 2 for Broly. And then if I pull both of those copies, I'm gonna coin the last one I need, so I could have every single unit here. You know, like just going in with like 1,500 stones in mind, I'm gonna get another 1,000 in this celebration. Like you just get the characters again. It's not even, you don't even need that if you're, as long as you're coining these units too, and you're getting 3 coins per unit. Like it's an insane year for Dokkan. Insanely good year. But yeah, we can go ahead and stop there. Thank you for joining me, of course. Make sure to check out their channel in the comments down below, where I also summoned for an hour. And then I talked to myself for an hour because there was
totally
no
wasn't
audio
a
issues.
Yeah, it was. He just felt like talking to himself.
Yes.
I don't know why he calls himself a Mario Party loser though.
This is a 47-minute video. Oh my god.
Hopefully there's no audio issue.
Yeah, hopefully. We'll see. But thank you again for joining me. Thank you all for watching, and hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.
He's a Mario Party loser.
No.
Okay, so you see here, I see this. I'm looking at Gotenks. Where the fuck is Kid Buu? He's fucking gone. No, that's it. That's all.